let the dogs out. Whew, still flies up the hill. Oh, it shut down at the top of the hill. Oh, yeah, I was just out of range. So I might have to move where that antenna is if it couldn't reach at the top of the hill like that. Huh. It's not wanting to move. Shut it off and turn it back on. I wonder why it doesn't want to move from a dead stop. Motor's not really warm. All right, let me shut it off. I wonder why it's behaving like that. And then like when it's at a full stop, it doesn't want to go. Just 2 beeps. So whenever I give it full throttle, the fan turns on for a second and then it just beeps twice. Huh. Well, now it's beeping twice and that's it. That's weird. All right, let me go. Just got done running it, so I mean, it's not hot at all. So no, that can't be it. And motor's not hot at all. So yeah, let me look up what that means. Here we go. So just 2 beeps is start fail. So I wonder what we do with start fail. All right, I'm gonna look it up. All right, so the sensor wire has been disconnected, and of course, trying to run it like that, still getting the start fail warning, and then it just cogs. So, not good. I'll go ahead and contact Castle about it. All right, so I just wanted to show this real quick. Got the spur out, so the motor's not rolling or anything, and as you can hear, there's no driveline issues at all. So not sure why there's a start fail warning. All right, well, this is triple confirmation that it's not the driveline because I've got everything hooked up and it's on, and I hit just a little bit of throttle here and it just blinks red. If I could go to full throttle, that's when it goes ahead and gives that start fail warning. That's with the sensor wire plugged in. I'm going to turn it off, unplug the sensor wire, and try it again. All right, sensor wire unplugged, and yep, you can hear the start fail. That's because I did go ahead and try to start it. I'll give it just a little bit of throttle. And you can hear it's cogging. It doesn't know what the position of the rotor is, so might actually be something wrong with the motor itself, not the ESC. All right, just to show you guys every step of the way, I've removed the wires from underneath, or removed the screws for these wires. And as you can see, they were separated here, not pinching at all. And I will remove this. It's always a pain. All right, hang on a second. There we go. So I have the castle link in here, and you can see that's connected there. No issue. And then these wires were folded back just a little bit, but you can see they're fully connected and no pinching or anything there. Now with this open and free, let's actually go ahead and set this back. We'll keep the sensor wire removed from the motor. We'll still connect it up the correct way though, so A will go to A, B to B, just to see if there was any interference whatsoever down in there. Let's go ahead and plug this back in. All right, let me get these batteries hooked up real quick, you guys. So now that's plugged in. We'll get this turned back on. And nothing on the pinion, so we're good. Okay. Still stuttering. Yeah. Definitely something not right with one of these, the motor or the ESC. All right, so just real quick, you can see in this log, there's everything there. This is where I was running it and ran into, just like I said, a minor wreck. You can see I'm getting RPMs there, and then it goes to a point where I'm trying to give it throttle. You can see power out, but it's not getting any RPMs, and then ultimately it goes into that motor start failure. All right, so my wife's gonna help me out here. She's gonna show how we've got everything set up. So I've got this XLX2 here plugged into this receiver, just because that's what everything was how everything was hooked up. And this motor's having issues, so I'm testing this motor. It's the only other motor I have right now with those bullets, and so it's gonna be connected to here. What we're testing was the XLX2 the issue, or is the motor the issue? No sensor wire hooked up, so it might clog a little bit in the beginning. I've got one battery plugged in under here, and then I'm about to plug in the jumper over here. Now this ESC is on a switch, so that's on and on. 4S. There we go. It didn't have signal at first, so that's what those beeps were. But now, that seems to be working, but because of the clogging in the beginning, let me turn that off and actually plug this sensor wire up and see if it's clogging just because of the gearing, because this is a speed run car, or if it's clogging because the ESC's messed up. I'll plug this sensor wire in the back. What this will enable me to do is apply a light amount of throttle. It should know where the rotor position is, so yeah, this sensor wire is from this ESC, so that's not hooked in. All right, let's turn it back on. It's so weird that the steering is being controlled with that throttle. All right, so censored. All right, so it's not picking up. And if we give it a little turn to get it started, that's the only way that it's starting up. But sensor, oh, hang on. yeah, it's not doing it. So gotta be the ESC then. Okay, so I guess, yeah, so start fail. I guess the last thing we could check is if we connect this motor into this ESC and see if this ESC works. All right, we'll stop the video for now. Thank you. Got it? All right, so I know this is a mess, but I didn't want to take this motor out because I need the motor to be mounted so I can hit the throttle and not mess anything up. So I've got this motor hooked up into this ESC, which I know works. And so this ESC is going to power this motor, which is powering this pinion, which isn't hooked up to anything. So while this looks really risky, we should be fine. So it's hooked up via 4S, and so let's turn that on. And I've got auto lipo shut off. That's why I didn't hear 4 beeps, but this is not censored. Okay, the motor's spinning up just fine. So initially I thought it was the motor. Now I believe it truly is the ESC that's messed up. Okay, thanks for recording. All right, you guys, so wrapping this video up. It's been several days. Got tired of waiting on Castle to get back to me, so I reached out to A-Main. That's where I bought the XLX2 originally. They said, we'll send you out another one, no problem. They sent it to me, got it in, got it hooked up, ran it real quick, and everything works great. It's actually under geared a little bit, so I'm gonna bump the gearing up, but that's gonna wrap up this video. I appreciate everybody watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.